What if the most influential design movement of modern architecture was created inside a school that existed for only 14 years? Bauhaus transformed the way we see buildings, furniture, and everyday objects, but its journey began with chaos, destruction, and a radical dream. After World War I, Germany was broken. Cities were damaged, economies collapsed, and millions of people needed a new way of living. The old world had failed, and many believed architecture needed to change with it. In 1919, architect Walter Gropius created the Bauhaus school in Weimar. His goal was not simply to teach architecture, but to rebuild society through design by combining art, technology, and craftsmanship into one powerful vision. At the time, many buildings represented tradition, wealth, and status. Bauhaus challenged that idea. It asked a different question: what if design was created not for elites, but for everyone? The movement believed that beauty should exist in everyday life. Chairs, homes, lamps, and buildings could all be carefully designed to improve human experiences instead of being decorated only for appearance. Bauhaus rejected unnecessary ornament. Instead, it focused on function, simplicity, and efficiency. Every shape, material, and detail needed a reason to exist, creating a completely new language of design. This philosophy matched the rise of industrial production. Steel, glass, and concrete became symbols of a modern era. Bauhaus designers believed machines could help create affordable, high-quality objects for ordinary people. The visual identity of Bauhaus was impossible to ignore. Clean geometric forms, flat roofs, open spaces, and large windows created architecture that looked like nothing built before. But behind the simple appearance was a deeper social idea. Bauhaus wanted to create environments that encouraged equality, productivity, and a better quality of life for a rapidly changing world. Students at Bauhaus were trained differently from traditional artists. They experimented with materials, colors, and structures before specializing, learning how creativity could connect with practical problems. The school became a laboratory of ideas. Painters, architects, designers, and craftsmen worked together, breaking the barriers between art and industry that had existed for centuries. One of the movement's important figures was Paul Klee, whose theories about color and composition influenced generations of designers. His approach helped students understand how simple elements could create powerful visual experiences. Wassily Kandinsky also played a major role in Bauhaus education. His exploration of geometry, emotion, and abstraction pushed students to understand design beyond decoration and into human perception. Marcel Breuer changed furniture design with his innovative use of steel tubing. His famous chairs showed that everyday objects could become elegant, lightweight, and practical through intelligent design. Ludwig Mies van der Rohe later became one of the movement's most influential architects. His famous principle of simplicity shaped modern architecture worldwide and inspired generations of designers. However, Bauhaus was never universally accepted. While supporters saw it as the future of design, critics viewed its buildings as cold, mechanical, and disconnected from traditional human values. The conflict surrounding Bauhaus soon became even more intense. Political changes in Germany threatened the school, and its creators had to fight to protect their revolutionary ideas from growing opposition. As Germany became more extreme, Bauhaus faced attacks from conservative groups that rejected its experimental methods. The school moved to Dessau, where its iconic glass building became a symbol of innovation and modern thinking. Designed by Walter Gropius, the Bauhaus building was more than a school. Its open spaces, glass walls, and functional design represented a new vision of how people could learn, create, and live in the future. But political pressure continued to grow. In 1933, Bauhaus was finally forced to close under the Nazi government, leading many to believe that the movement had reached its end. Instead, its ideas spread across the world. Former teachers and students carried the Bauhaus philosophy to new countries, influencing architecture, design, and education for generations. Walter Gropius moved to the United States, where he shaped architectural education at Harvard and influenced young architects with his vision of modern, functional design. Mies van der Rohe also continued his career in America, creating buildings that represented precision, simplicity, and a new understanding of space and structure. The influence of Bauhaus expanded far beyond architecture. Its principles transformed furniture, graphic design, typography, and industrial products, proving that its ideas were not limited to buildings. However, criticism never disappeared. Many questioned whether extreme simplicity created meaningful spaces or made cities feel too cold, repetitive, and disconnected from human emotions. Critics argued that some buildings inspired by Bauhaus lacked warmth and cultural identity. They believed architecture needed more than efficiency, it needed stories, memories, and a sense of belonging. Supporters saw things differently. They argued that Bauhaus' simplicity was not about removing humanity, but about eliminating distractions and creating designs focused on real human needs. Today, Bauhaus is experiencing renewed appreciation. As societies search for affordable housing and sustainable solutions, many of its original principles feel more relevant than ever. Modern designers continue applying Bauhaus ideas because the movement addressed problems that still exist: how to create spaces that are practical, beautiful, and accessible. Its influence can be found everywhere, from minimalist homes to digital interfaces. Many modern designs are connected to ideas created by a small German school more than a century ago. The greatest legacy of Bauhaus was not a specific building or object. It was the belief that design could improve human life and help shape a better future. Bauhaus proved that innovation often begins with controversy. Ideas that challenge tradition may seem dangerous at first, but they can eventually redefine how the world is built and experienced.